Brictopian. Hello, it's Brictopian, and today I will be taking a look at this new Blacktron set. The set number is 40580. It is acquired with a £170 or more gift with purchase threshold from Lego.com. It has 356 pieces. It is 29 centimeters long, 5 centimeters high, and 23 centimeters wide. It is based on the original set of the 6894 Invader from Blacktron 1 theme, and it is an update of that. Also, it contains one minifigure, which is a Blacktron 1 version minifigure. In this first shot, you can see it is compared next to the new 2022 set of the Galaxy Explorer remake from Lego Icons, and now you can get an idea of the size comparison and the way it looks with this. It's a good way to compare the two because they are both obviously remakes of classic sets from two classic themes, and also they're good to have because they're both currently available, and also they are just good to have as fighting each other because Blacktron is the enemy faction of classic space. So yes, here we go. Here is the sets next to each other. As you can see, the Galaxy Explorer is way bigger, but that makes sense because it's not a gift for purchase and it's got way more parts. But yeah, you can just see what they look like together. And I personally think they're both awesome sets, and they both have great potential for mocks as well. And they just look really good together, and yeah. Anyway, they're just my initial thoughts on the comparison of the two next to each other. You can see there's a red spaceman there having a little battle with the Blacktron minifigure. But anyway, yeah, let's get on with the main review. So first up, let's have a look at the Lego Blacktron minifigure. You only get one minifigure, but it is a really good minifigure. It has the original classic space smiley face on it, with no alternative face, which is ideal for this particular remake. It comes with a metal detector, which is a nice piece that's used in a lot of other remakes and original classic space sets. It has the nice Blacktron printed torso there, which is a new print. It's slightly different to the originals, but it's very, very similar. And I just love it. And the minifigure legs are just normal black legs, and the arms have no printing. It does have the black air tanks on the back too, which are really always nice to get. And it has a black visor, as the Blacktron ones, unlike classic space, do have visors that go down. The helmet type is not actually a normal classic space type helmet. It is one of the normal crash helmet styles. I would have preferred it if it was a more normal classic space style of helmet, but it still looks really good. But yeah, I think I prefer it with the visor up to down personally. But yeah, this is the only figure you get in this set, excluding the robot. But it is a Blacktron 1 minifigure, so it's based on the very original Blacktron stuff, just like the set is. So that's really nice. And this is the only time we have got a Blacktron minifigure in any sets over the last few decades. Unfortunately, as there's only one, it means you only get one in your whole collection if you don't have any original Blacktron, and also because this is a gift with purchase, it's hard to get multiple minifigures. I did, however, get this set on eBay as opposed to from Lego.com, so you could effectively buy more than one, but obviously it works out as costing you money as opposed to getting it as a gift with purchase. But alongside the awesome minifigure, you also get a robot in this set. This robot is very, very similar to the original one in the Invader set. From the original set. But I do like it. It uses a Overwatch gun piece as the legs, like to get that weird angle, which I kind of think is quite cool. I mean, the angle looks cool, and it looks like he's like propelling himself forward, like really fast, and like attacking something. But at the same time, it does make it a bit difficult when standing it up. On this surface, it's fine because of how flat it is. But if you tilt the arms forward too much, then he can easily tip forward. That is the only downside of this particular mini build. The head is also very basic, and I know that's just like the original, but I do think that the head should have been a lot more detailed because it is really quite simple by today's standards, I would say. You just get a single red tile that's on the back for detail as well. So that is a good little robot. I would say it's not as impressive to me though as the one that comes in the new Galaxy Explorer remake. which this was also from an original set, but not the Galaxy Explorer. It was from a different standalone set, but they included it in the Galaxy Explorer. But as you can see, this set is way more. This build for a robot is way more fun and interesting, and looks really cute. And this one is just a bit plain in comparison. I know this is a smaller set and it's a good purchase, but it just seems a bit plain when you compare the two, I would say. But yeah, the robot is good though. Anyway, it's not a bad robot. I've seen better. Then you get this nice little box here, which is quite common. They use these in a lot of space sets, like the mailbox piece, and you just have some ingot tiles in here in black, which could represent, I don't know, pieces of gold that the Blacktron minifigure has found that are just like covered in dirt, so they're black, they're not gold yet. Or you could pretend they are fuel power cells, or you could pretend they are sticky explosive that they even stick on a classic space vehicle to blow it up, like little sticky bombs. That would be cool. But yeah, just simple. The actual mailbox piece is a sticker. There's no print on there. That is a sticker. Everything in this set is a sticker, which is my least favourite thing about the entire set. But it still looks good, and I'm glad they've included it on the mailbox piece, so it's not just a bland black box, which wouldn't be as fun. But yeah, that's it for that part as well. And then moving on, you have some awesome fun features with the ship itself. The ship itself is quite long. Longer than you'd expect for a gift or purchase set, and it is really quite detailed and fun to build. I actually really enjoyed building the set, even though it's quite a quick build. It only took me probably an hour to build, but it's really fun. And for the 356 pieces, I felt like they used them in a really good way. The guns on the front look amazing, and I love how long they are, using the trans red lightsaber beam pieces, and they've used two, so it stretches quite far back, and it just looks really nice, and just really extends that sort of gun power and the awesome look of it. And I really love the yellow canopy, which is from the Lightyear set. I've used it here, and the only downside is that when you've got it right down, the way it tapers in shows a bit too much stud, and the angle doesn't really match up that well with the front angle of the main bit at the front. Unlike the original, where it was perfectly on top of the studs, I think they should have reused a new piece, but I do love this suit piece, and I think it's great that they have found another use for it though. Inside, you've actually got quite a bit of space, believe it or not. You've got the canopy, you've got the main bit where the Blacktron figure sits, and it's actually got a print there. Well, not a print, sorry, a sticker, but it's got a design on it of the slope brick of a Galaxy Explorer in its sights. So it's about to shoot the Galaxy Explorer and blow it up, which is another reason you should have both sets next to each other. But you also get room at the front to store the metal detector piece, so you can take that off. And it actually goes in there. You can either attach it on the stud, or you can just leave it resting in there. I just leave it in there like that, because you don't have to keep attaching it. But yeah, and then obviously you got just a 1x2 trans yellow tile there, which represents like a little screen monitor or a targeting thing for the minifigure to use. And you can just sit the minifigure in here like this, and it's not really a problem. And also you can easily put this down with or without a visor up, and you've got enough room for his air tanks, and it's no issue, and you can put that down, and it actually looks really awesome. And I love how great it looks, like front on. It just looks really sleek and brilliant. But this is another sticker, which is a shame. I really wish they did improve prints in this set. I would have even preferred this was a set you could buy on its own. I think that would have been way better, and it would have made it way more popular and made a lot more people happy. And also they could have put the price up slightly of the threshold then for it being an actual set you could buy, and then you could have included all prints as opposed to stickers, which would have been much preferable to me. But yeah, it's still great, and I still love the stickers. I just wish they weren't stickers. But there's so much you can do with this set. Well, I say so much. There's a lot considering the size and the piece count of this. It's just a pretty fun set as a set for all ages. It's funny this set was actually an 18+ set, because you know it feels very much like this could be a Creative Freedom one or something along those lines, but because it's to match the original theme and nostalgia reasons, they made it 18+. So, but what's good is you can have it out like this, like it's in attack mode, or you can pull these in and make it sleeker, so it's like just gliding along, and if you've got a smaller space you need to fit it in, then it can go like that. But what's good about it, apart from this, which is really cool, is obviously these move. The original version of this set, the whole thing was trans red, whereas these are just black wedge plates with trans red tiles on top. I actually prefer it this way though, to be honest, because I think it looks more like they're solar panels or reflectors, because they're like textured with the trans bits rather than having the whole thing. Because I think having the whole thing that colour looks more like they're just wings, but or just like weird shapes, as opposed to like panels of power or whatever. But I actually prefer this, and then you've also got some trans red on there for detailing, which is really nice. But one thing that really is the best bit about this set is the fact that you can actually take it apart and have it in individual elements, because there's an arrow there, which again is a sticker, but you can actually take this apart like that, and then this is a separate thing, which is really cool, and it just clips on using the clip like pieces bricks, and then it's got those to hold it on, and it just looks really, it's really good that you could have this as a standalone vehicle, which is really nice. You've got this standalone, and what gets even better though, because not only that, but you can actually take this bit off as well, like that. So that can be a standalone piece too, and then this can be a standalone piece as well, and then these come out, that comes off as well. And this one is a bit fiddly though to take off, but it can be done, see? So that comes off too. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of craft here. Another thing I didn't mention earlier on is that you can actually open this up and put stuff inside it. You can actually put this mailboxy thing inside here. So you can open these. I love, by the way, how they use these flag pieces and they create a perfect angle that folds out. I just think that's really cool. They do move around quite a bit on these clips in here, like on the claw pit elements. They do move around quite a bit, and it's hard to keep them in the right position, but still really good. And yeah, you can put this in there. You don't actually have to stick this down. You can just put it in and just sit it in there like that. So you can just sit it in there. You don't actually have to push it down, which is nice. So you don't have to keep trying to unstick it from the studs every single time. But yeah, it's good. The robot unfortunately doesn't really fit that well, so I won't put that in there. But yeah, you can just put these back down like that, and that goes in like that. I just think it's pretty good. And what you can do then is you could even have this as a whole separate section and leave it over there. But I do love the gun details on top as well. Something that I haven't seen anyone else mention about these is that you could actually just take them off and use them as accessories for the Blacktron minifigure if you really wanted to, and I think that would actually look quite awesome, to be honest. If you didn't want to have the metal detector on it, you could take this off, I suppose, because it's only just held down, and then, well, maybe not, it's a bit fiddly, but yeah, you could take this off if you really wanted to, and then you could give it to this minifigure like that, and he could be a gun, holding the gun. If you didn't want it on this, you could take it off. Same with the other one, but I'm not going to take that off because you get the idea. But yeah, you can just do that. But what's good is, like I said, because this is can be separated. What you can actually do is you could take this bit off and you could put this bit straight onto the back of here instead, like that. And then you've actually got a smaller craft. And then you can put this back on there like that, and you could have it just like that. So it's a smaller craft, which is really cool. It just looks, I think it actually might look better like this in some ways. And then you've just got this as a separate thing. But another option is obviously you could just leave it as just one bit, or maybe something completely different. I wonder can you take this bit off? You could even take this bit off, I guess, and have it like that, and just have that bit on there. Yeah, like that. See, if you wanted. So you've got a lot of different options with this, and I just think that's really good. And I wish Lego would do more things like that with sets. Just so, like, smaller sets. It doesn't have to be a massive set, but can still have loads of detail and stuff, and it just works. You don't have to overdo it all the time. But yeah, anyway, there's not really a lot bad about this set, I can say. It's just, yeah, the stickers should have been prints. And yeah, it should have been a standalone thing. You shouldn't have had to get it with a gift with purchase or anything. But it's really good though. There's not a lot bad, I could say. Obviously another minifigure would have been nice too, but you know, that's just the way it is with limited size they could do the set. But yeah, anyway, hope you like this quick review of this set, and also seeing it compared next to the Galaxy Explorer set. Feel free to like, share and subscribe for more videos. See you again soon. Goodbye.